Lesson 65, adding radicals. Remember that when we add radicals, what we have to do is only add like radicals, or just like when we do like terms. So the way we do that is by looking at the radical. If the radical is the same, then we can add the numeral coefficients. So 4 minus 5 is -1, plus 12 is 11, and the square root of 2 stays the same. Notice that what we're doing is counting how many square root of 2's do we have. In the next example, we have 4 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 5 minus 6 square root of 3. Again, looking at the radicals, we realize that only these two are similar. So I do 4 minus 6, including the sign, is -2 square root of 3. And the other one we just put next to it, keeping the sign. So the answer is -2 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 5. Now in this next example, we have to do the same. So we'll look at the radicals. And notice that this one is like term with this -2 square root of 2 and 5 square root of 3 plus 8 square root of 3. After I have them identified, I add the numerical coefficients. -3 minus 2 is -5 square root of 2. And 5 plus 8 is 13 square root of 3. And that's our answer. In the example 65.4, we have to look at again at the radicals, but then we notice that they're all different. So there's nothing we can add because they're all different. So that's our answer. We don't have to do anything. That would be our answer. The second part of the lesson is about weighted average. In your classes, there are different assignments that have different weights for your final grade. So for example, in this class, the teacher had given different weights to the different assignments. In this case, the teacher did not use percentages, but used just numbers. So the first assignment had a weight of 1, the second assignment had a weight of 2, the third assignment had a weight of 4, and the final assignment had a weight of 6. So that one was the most important one, the one that had the most weight. Now to do the weighted average, what we have to do is always multiply each one of these. So we're going to multiply 60 times 1, and then we're going to add the multiplication of 70 times 2, and then we're going to add 80 times 4, and then we're going to add 90 times 6. It's almost like overall average. We have to find the totals first. And then we have to add the weights to see by what do we have to divide. So in this case, we have to divide by 13. When we multiply each one of these pairs and then we add them, we get 1060. And if we divide that by 13, we get 81.5. So that would be the grade of that person in that class. Let's look at the last example. It says in the math class, each of the 3 quizzes weighted 20% and the final project was 40%. Diego's scores were 60, 70, and 80 on the quizzes and 60 on the project. What was his final grade? So again, what we have to realize is that there are 3 different quizzes and each are 20. So the grade for the first one, we multiply times 20%. The grade of the second one, we multiply also times 20%. And the grade of the third one, we multiply also times 20%. And then the grade of the final project, which is 60, we multiply times 40, which is the percent for the final project. And then we divide by 100 because there is a total of 100%. If we do these multiplications, we get 1,200 plus 1,400 plus 1,600 plus 2,400, all of that divided by 100. And if we add and divide by 100, we get 66%. So his final grade in math class was 66%. And notice that even though you can see a 70 and an 80, the final project, which was the one that had the biggest weight, he didn't do very well, and that's why his grade went down so much. Okay, well, do some practice, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in the next video.